Alright, everybody, this is going to be um, the second part of my top 20 favorites of all time. Now, truth is, I'm going to make this a three-parter. Um, this is going to be numbers 10 through 6. And the reason for that is I'm going to talk a little bit more about these ones because my top 10 are a little bit closer to me, things that invoke memories, stuff like that. So I might ramble on a little bit, depending. Um, and I've got, actually, technically, there are 13 fragrances in this top 10 because there is a three-way tie. There was no way around it. Um, I know this isn't a top 22 or 23 or whatever, but this top 10 at the spot that's tied. Um, I really couldn't pick one over the other. So 10 through 6. Now these are ones that I use all the time. Top 10. This top 20 I use all the time anyways, but these are ones that are very near and dear to my heart. Ones that I grab for very often. And at number 10 is going to be one that's going to be a signature scent of mine for spring and summer. Probably my number 2 choice for summer, and my number 1 choice for spring. And that is none other than Healy's Month Fresh. Now, Month Fresh is just amazing. It's transparent, it's linear, it's exactly what I want for a hot day. And I love mint-based fragrances. I love them. Guerlain Homme Intense. They're all amazing to me. And actually, this is by far the best mint-based fragrance I have ever tried. Just period. Um, there are things that have blown me away that are mint-based, like Cartier Roadster, Peary L, Guerlain Homme Intense, but this one really takes the cake. It reminds me of something that Jean-Claude Elena would come up with, just sticks around for a pretty long time on my skin, like 7 hours, and that's really good for the type of fragrance that it is. Transparent, linear, and it just smells great from top to bottom. Amazing scent. Amazing. And this one is, like I said, the best mint fragrance I've ever smelled. And I might have mentioned this once before, but if I could literally pick a scent that I would smell like naturally, just my body would smell like, this would be it. It's very natural smelling to me, not synthetic at all, just very fresh and clean and sexy. Sexy stuff right here. I love this stuff. A masterpiece from Healy. Now, number 9 is a fragrance that we all know and love in the fragrance community. Some of us don't think it's that great, don't think it deserves as much hype as it has already obtained, but I am one of those that adores it. And my girlfriend does too. Most of these, actually, my girlfriend loves, but that's neither here nor there. This is about me. And this is Your Homme Intense. I love this stuff. I love this stuff so much. And no, this is not the reformulated one. There was, I think, 4 releases of Dior Homme Intense. This was the second release. I've got the original in a box in my little storage. Now this fragrance just kind of reminds me of my of turning 20 for me. I've had this fragrance for exactly a year and 2 months, and I used this at the club. I met my girlfriend wearing this fragrance at a bar, and it's just one of those fragrances that's going to kind of remind me of celebration, just kind of hanging out with my friends and flirting with the chicas. It's one of those ones. It's a flirty fragrance. It's one of those that you're gonna bring out to get attention from the opposite sex, or the same sex. Either way, it's a sex fragrance. One of those. I love it. It's amazing to me. And Olivier Polge is actually my favorite perfume, and you're gonna see throughout this whole list that I think he's got a few fragrances in here, and this is one of them. Number 8 is the three-way tie. Now, 2 of them will make sense to you. One is just kind of there, but I love all 3 of them. All 3 of them are amazing. And the first one I'll talk about that doesn't at all represent one of the other 2 scents is Creed's Aventus. Now, Aventus took me a while to really enjoy and appreciate, but now I can't get enough of this stuff. Like, I just can't get enough of it. This stuff is amazing. I haven't gone through too much yet, but this is another one of the GF's favorites. I get mad compliments with this stuff. This is basically my scent for summer evening, spring evening from now on. I'm pretty much not going to go without a bottle of this ever at this point. I can't imagine not having it. It's a great fall scent too, actually, because of the spice in it. But when applied lightly, you can pull this off in the summertime for sure. Pineapple spice, wood. Love this stuff. And I mean, if you are looking for a fragrance that could be your signature scent, check this one out. It's absolutely amazing. That is, again, Creed's Aventus. And I know that there are quite a few people out there that love this stuff. And then there's others out there that are like, whatever, it's alright. I don't get what the hype's all about. I used to be one of those. I used to be like, wow, I really don't care about Aventus. More and more, can't get enough of it now. But there is one more Creed on this list. This is not my favorite Creed. There's one more that still trumps it. Now, the other 2, next up is Abercrombie Fitch Fierce. Now, this is literally either, it's between 15 and 20, either, in that range of number of bottles that I've gone through of this stuff. I've got a lot of memories with this stuff. You can't go wrong if you want compliments with this stuff. Great clubbing scent, great bar scent. You want to be loud, you want to be just absolutely covered in compliments. Search no further. And, that's the same for Aventus as well. You want a niche fragrance that's purely for compliments, Aventus. But Abercrombie Fitch Fierce reminds me of high school, because this was my signature scent from like 8th grade till my senior year. And then I started to dabble back into the fragrance game again and bought some new stuff. So this reminds me of a lot of memories that I've had with it, and it's still amazing to me. It's just a very fresh, clean, manly scent. And the one that you guys will understand why it's tied with is this, and this is my girlfriend's second favorite fragrance on me ever. Just letting you guys know how she feels about some of these, because I think some of you might be interested. I wanted to get her to actually do a video with me, but I don't know if she will or not. I don't know if she's comfortable with that. But this is Chanel's Platinum Egoist, and I've used an alright chunk from this. Just a little bit more, I don't want to say soapy, but like the Gillette shaving cream-ish vibe to it. But these 2 are pretty similar. I like them pretty much the same. This is just a little classier. This is a little bit more youthful, a little bit more playful, but I love them equally. Along with this guy right here, it makes the trio for number 8. Aventus, Chanel Platinum Egoist, and Abercrombie Fitch Fierce. Always will have these bottles in my collection. Plain and simple. Now, number 7 is my favorite Creed, and will always be in this collection of mine. I'll probably always at least have like 10 fragrances throughout forever, as long as I'm alive. Um, and this one is my summer signature scent, and one of my signature scents. I wear this one a lot. I've gone through two 30 ml decants, and I did give away my other 4-ounce flask to another reviewer, but I think I went through a little bit of that. And this is Millésime and Peary L by Creed. Yes, there's different batches with this, along with the Ventus. You got to get the one with the watermelon. Oh, watermelon with a little bit of a salty note and ambergris and citrus. Amazing scent. This gets mad compliments, although I will say this. I have had a few people ask me, are you wearing Sean John's Unforgivable? Are you wearing Unforgivable? And that kind of ticks me off a little bit because, you know, you can smell the difference between the two. Like, this is much higher quality, and it's also much more expensive. So when people ask me that, I get pissed at myself for spending so much on this if they are just going to confuse it for Unforgivable. But I guess all that matters is I can tell the huge difference between the two, and I absolutely adore this stuff. I'm actually wearing this today. It was 85 degrees today in New York. And the last one, number 6, is an amazing going out fragrance. I absolutely adore this stuff. This is a Guerlain fragrance, as you can tell, and this is very, very pricey. I get mad at myself sometimes when I check things out that I know are really expensive, and I'm like, I really don't want to spend money right now, you know, rent, etc., blah, blah. School, all those things you got to pay for that come first over hobbies, and, you know, I knew this cost a lot, and I knew if I liked it, I was going to buy it, so I did, and this has not disappointed me once. When I've gone out, every time I've worn this, I've got amazing positive feedback. I'm actually going to make a video with like 10 fragrances that get me the most compliments and explain why I get so many compliments, etc. and so on. A lot of people have been asking me, do you just get compliments or do you draw attention to yourself? What do you do? It's all about confidence, guys. Confidence is key. You got to bring attention to yourself. You're not just going to get compliments left and right. But that being said, that's a whole different topic. This is Tanka Imperial. Okay? At this point, I can't even imagine not having this bottle in my collection. Can't even imagine. I love it. I love this stuff. Worth every penny, in my opinion. And I can't believe I had gone so long without this stuff. Because this actually is a very new favorite of mine. I've only had Tanka Imperial for about a month and a half or so, maybe 2 months. So it made a very good impression on me, and I'm very glad that I got that bottle. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and any of these fragrances, you check them out, compliments. Most of them have pretty good longevity. Price, yeah, a little more niche in this part of the selection, a little higher price anyways, and a lot of these have like a lot of emotion attached to them for me. Going to remind me of a lot of different things that I've been going through in the past year. So for me, they're all very important to me. Now, like, if I had to pick fragrances that I would save from a fire, these would be in the list, along with the following 5 that you will see in my next video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about any of these fragrances, go ahead and comment below, message me, etc. You know what to do, and I will talk to you guys later.